All right, checkity check, 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 check. Let's get it rolling. Hello, good evening, everyone. It's almost Friday, my dudes and ladies, if there's any ladies out there. I haven't looked at the analytics yet, but most of you degenerates are male. There's a couple of wonderful trader ladies out there. I hope you find my way back to the channel. But yeah, hopefully this hopefully we get a chance to take a look and see what else we can do for you. So Mike is good. Good. Thanks, Kirk. Okay, so let's head over to the charts. I think today we want to do a quick review and get you to sleep as quickly as we can. So let's get rolling. So we've had a pretty packed week. We've got housing permits, building permits and housing starts at 8:30 a.m. tomorrow, and FOMC member at 9:45. So not too many high impact news, but we can still see the market move. We just might not have high impact news. So that's one thing to keep in mind. So let's take a look at the charts and see what's going on for tomorrow. So the first thing I want to look at is the real-time hour chart for today. So we see that we opened up, we had closed here and we had opened up around here. Whoops, I had that slightly wrong there. And so we can kind of see how we opened up down here. We went to go fill this gap, came back down, fill this gap again, balance it out, could not make it lower, headed back up, headed back down to get imbalance, to take out imbalances, and then ended the day taking out buy side liquidity, as I had been mentioning. So this here is going to be something we talk about in a moment, but I just wanted to point that out, that hey, we have been going up for quite a bit, and we know that. And we know that we're in this little consolidation zone here. There's a huge liquidity void on the real-time hour to the downside. Not only one, but there's a few of them, right? There's one way down here as well. That being said, there is also probably going to be stuff to the upside. But for now, we can see we're in this balanced range. Let's see where price takes us tomorrow, and we'll go from there. So let's go to the daily chart. Do a quick analysis of what's here. So we know that this is the daily that we've been looking at. So we can kind of see here, we went up into this monthly level, this monthly premiums to be low, jacked up into this daily volume imbalance on Wednesday, came back down. Thursday, we ended on a high note. So I think with Friday, we have to see if price wants to head back down and head towards this. Let's see if I can pull this out. Kind of set this and go all the way to Friday. This is that old mitigation block that I could see us heading down to, and then continuing to the upside. So right now we only went down a tiny bit, and so on the daily chart we see we're still in this range here. Yes, we did spike all the way up here, but we didn't have any price action close, whether it's sell side or buy side to the upside or sell side to the downside. So this is still fair game to be revisited. And so in a week where we have expanded to the upside, we can see that we started here, we went down the day one, we manipulated down, and then we've been in expansion day two, continued expansion day three, retraced day four, and came back up. And day five, TBD on what's going to happen here. But at the very least, there is a high likelihood that either this is the high or this is the low. Chances are this low of the week has been formed, and we can trade anywhere between here and here for future reference. So let's mark this one out over time as well. Make sure we have some prior daily levels here. This is a bearish order block here. We ended up nabbing that as well before, and we came down from there. I do want to keep that noted, but I think I don't need this noted anymore. I can, in fact, just use this as a high to aim for. And so whatever this high is, 16,049, we can keep that there, and we can kind of note that as a daily high. 1 day short-term high, buy side, liquidity, untouched. So we'll have that there on our charts. We see that there's that to the upside, there's this to the upside, but that's a lot of room for this to clear. It doesn't have to expand. The rest of this week does not have to expand, but it is possible. So we're going to keep that in mind for, in case that can happen. But we can also potentially treat this as a top of the week just to be safe. So let's head down to a 4-hour chart. Nothing to really see terribly much so on this 4-hour chart. We see we made the short-term high there. We came down, took out sell side liquidity here, and need to see what this 15,790 is. Oh, it is that line here, huh? It's this line over here. Okay, there we go. So nothing really big on the 4-hour. We see that price did not respect this volume imbalance and close into it or above it. So tomorrow I would like to see if we maintain the slight movement to the downside and keep on taking lower lows, maybe we take this out. I would like for us to head down to 15,719. That would be ideal for me. I think that would make the most sense. But you know, in the event that this does continue up first and then reject, then that's where I would be aiming next. Go down the hourly. So we saw this chart all today. There wasn't very much to be determined on this hourly chart, right? Aside from referencing the hourly Asia low, the London Asia high, and of course the Asia high accordingly. When there's an Asia high that is above this London high, depending on the environment, sometimes it refers to just the London high, sometimes it'll go blow past that and head to the Asia high because it's so close. I think that's what we did today. We saw price head down early in the morning. We saw it rocket back up, and then we saw consolidation the rest of the day. Very difficult to trade this, right? But at the end of the day, we did see that this 15,905.75 has been targeted, and it actually got taken as well. So that's all that happened today. From a liquidity perspective, let's look at the week. I want to show you what the week looks like here. So this week here, you can kind of see that it's left a lot of space to the downside to come back and retrace to. So there's this fair value gap. Let me do one thing here. Let's eliminate our drawing objects. So you kind of see on the weekly that there's this fair value gap, there's this fair value gap, and we traded above another short-term high. So it remains to be seen if this week will continue higher or maintain around here. The next week consolidate or drop a bit down into this fair value gap, and then the following week maybe continue from there. I'm hoping that that's how the weekly plays out, but I mean, that's pretty much 3 big candles here. If that is the case, we're going to be aiming for this, and if we aim for this, we have to look back and see what else is referenceable, right? Because this consolidation area is coming up soon at 16,600, 16,500, and we just want to be wary of that. So the week, the week has kind of come back. This open here, 16,044.50, 16,049. So this actually went above the open here, which kind of like can be treated as a rejection block. It's pretty strong, barring a major geopolitical issue. I think we should be okay. Yeah. So tomorrow we'll have to see if we decidedly want to shift to a different, if we want to count this as a shift to a different end market structure, because it's on the daily. We might be able to make that effort here, but then that also means we're headed towards higher all-time highs. So we'll see if the market continues upwards. We'll see if we end up getting market people FOMOing in and pushing the price upwards. Seasonality perspective, usually November and December are also bullish. Lots of people spending money, lots of products being put out there, lots of demand, lots of supply. So economies of scale are typically going to be doing better. Everything's going to be more expensive, but people are not going to let that get in the way of them purchasing. So I think that there's going to be some room there. Okay. So let's go back down. Let's see if there's anything on the 15-minute. So pretty naked chart here on the 15-minute as well. I see us still in this consolidation range. There has been, it looks like there has been a brief taking of this short-term low here, right? So if I turn my drawings back on, we can see that this low was not violated, but the consequent encroachment of it was respected. This one for sure got tested right around here. And so what's strange is that we didn't get too much above that buy side, relatively equal high buy side liquidity. So I have a feeling that many people are now trying to go shorts because of that giant fair value gap to the bottom. I wouldn't blame them. We are in a huge premium, but because of just because of the nature of this, I don't know if it's going to spike up yet, take out the previous 16,049, or if it's going to spike down and ruin our video game, ruin our lives here, by breaking down and taking out any longs that are here. I don't know. So we're gonna have to look for London and Asia high lows, see what happens, what forms here. I anticipate it probably will peak higher, maybe aim for this short-term high or this short-term high. So I'm really watching out for those right now. So let me pause there. I mean, that's pretty much what we're not going to do market review. We did that at the end of live. We went trade by trade at the end of the live stream. So if you need to go see that, just watch the last bit of the live stream today. I made sure to confirm that the Johnny Lee trading link that's on, gosh, where is it? It's on my videos list for risk management. That one, the download link has been updated to my new site, johnnyleetrading.com. There's a special link in that one regular blue video regarding risk management. So if you haven't if I hadn't sent you the Excel sheet that we're being used for, that's being used for loss prevention, loss management, risk management. If you haven't seen that yet, the upload link or the download link has been updated, and we can see if there's any tweaks that need to be made to that from here on out. Let me know. Okay, so try to keep this one short and sweet. Want to keep this one as light as possible because we don't know what's going to happen yet tomorrow. And with that, we can go to bed knowing that we don't know what exactly will happen on a Friday after we've had huge premium days and then one kind of like not so great day. So, let's see. Today was a pretty good day, but I'm still in drawdown and need to break my way out one day at a time. So, yeah, I think that's it. If there is anyone out there have any questions, Kirk, I think you were there the whole day anyways, so I don't know if you have any questions. Okay. All right, then, we'll get back in the morning, see what we can do. We'll go ahead and figure out and see what kind of price action will come from building permits, housing starts, and FOMC speaker tomorrow morning. So with that, I am going to call it a night. This is a lighter one because we did the review at the end of the live session, so on some of the plays, and yeah, so that's about it. We'll adjust the real-time hour opening settlement high and low again tomorrow to see what happens, but until then, have a good night, get some rest, and we'll catch up tomorrow morning. Take care. Good night.